Everything's out. I'm gonna try to use the trunk mat to determine how big I need to do it, because the left side is not the same as the right. And on this mat I don't have like a slit for that, so I'm just gonna flip it over and trace that. Hopefully it's the same. Alright, let's try it out. So I think I'm gonna look inside. If you hear some audio, I'm gonna watch some TV, but this is what I have planned with this. So with this tank, I'm gonna try to like raise it up and put the LEDs in here like this along the line and raise the whole tank up. So I'm gonna keep this set up exactly how it is. I think it looks pretty nice. And the manager's right there. I'm gonna use actually not wood, but dry erase boards. Technically like that, because you don't have to get like a big piece, and I want the trunk to be removable in case something happens. Like for example, I got a flat tire, I need to get my spare, so I don't want it to be a permanent trunk setup. So I'm gonna try to use dry erase boards, because I want to use plywood, but then plywood, if it gets too humid, and here in the south it gets pretty humid, it'll swell up. And I want to use MDF, but they didn't have anything in a 1/4 inch, only 1/2 inch, and that's too thick in my opinion. So we're using dry erase boards, so let's see how it works. So I can probably get it with 3 pieces, so I'm hoping that like these 2 will probably be in pretty good. And then I can slide this piece in, and then this piece will be its own piece. Right here, you see that line right there? This will be its own piece, and then I can slide that in like first, and this part on top. So it just slides in like that. So that's my idea. Hopefully it works. Don't know. That's what we're here for, to learn, to experiment. So let's try it out. Alright, it's taped up and ready to go. So let's start tracing. So I forgot with these edges, they're there for those hooks which I'm trying to block. So I just got some cardboard and cut it, and it should be just right at the line there. So that's the shape I need to cut. So we're doing. Pretty much what I did was right here is where those hooks happen. So I won't be able to get this right here part out. So I do is get this piece of cardboard. I pressed against it. So right here is that line. It's a harsh line, you see it? So then from here I'll just trace it out. Right there. Then I cut it and I see if it fits. Boom. There we go. Covers that hole. Hopefully I might mark a line right here saying that's where that part starts. And then I'll go back inside to the drawing board and trace it. So there's that line that we first got right there. And since this mat is only half, I just flipped it over and I pray that this side and that side are the same. So I just lined it up right here, as you can tell. And then just tracing on. So praying that this is right. This is the trunk setup. Hopefully, that's the shape of the trunk. Praying, fingers crossed. Focus. Wow, it's not like focusing. Hopefully, praying this is the shape of the trunk. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Alright, so here's the first part we're gonna try to cut. It's the top piece, so hopefully it won't be that much of an issue. Thank you to my friend for lending me his jigsaw. I can't put my blade at all for my life of it. So you're probably asking, have you cut wood? No, I cut wood. This is my first time. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So y'all gonna watch me fail as always. So without further ado, let's try to cut this. Luckily, this is just a base, so this is something on top of it. So I cut really bad, like, oh my god. But it's in, and that's all that matters. So I just got this one really big piece next, and that's what I'm mostly worried about. So let's get this over with. I thought this is the best piece that I cut, which is good too, because this is the most exposed piece. So Let's test fit everything. Let's see. This is currently where I'm at. It's just a tad bit a little over. Just gotta keep trimming. I know this piece is okay because I could line it up with the top piece just fine. Just this bottom piece, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's that's hitting or what's hitting, but just needs a little bit more. So we're gonna keep working on it. Nowhere near perfect, but it fits. That's all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna start trying to put some granite on this and see how it works. And for the tank, my brother wrapped it gloss white for me. I'm gonna put a decal on top. I don't know it yet. And then for the tank stand, I'm gonna have it as like a floating stand. So I'm gonna try to put a wood piece in the middle and put LEDs all along the sides. So I just cut the wood and let's put it on. After many attempts, the wood with the wood glue on it won't stick. Velcro's fine, but with the wood glue, just the residue and everything won't work. So what screw it is. Luckily, it's below very far back where the tank is, so I can just mount it right here where the tank is. So that's what I'm gonna do. What screws 100% better. Thank goodness I have that tank sitting right there. It looks super ugly. So let's get this stand up and see. So I just sanded everything down with 400 grit. I'm just gonna alcohol everything before I put on the granite tiles. And while I had time too, I also got the tank idea set up. So I might end up wrapping the compressors white because it looks kind of funny now. And I got the LEDs on as well. And if you see under, that's that wood setup. But hopefully when it's on the car, it looks like a floating tank. That's the idea. So more work. Progress. I have my assistant stepping on the board, aka my wife, so probably not bad. Finished, time to start cutting it from the edges with scissors pretty much. So here fresh and early in the morning on day 2 on this project. So I got most of the project yesterday. We got everything put up on the tank wise. I even mounted it to the back stand. Yeah, and here's I put the controller and mounted it to the back of the trunk setup anyways. These tiles will not stick for some reason. These are having issues before, so I just took it off. Because you probably won't be able to see it anyways from the top. Cause like that's probably the best you can see. Now I need to trim the back and test fit everything and see if everything works. This is how it looks like on the car so far, pretty much. I pretty much screwed that back tank area to the back of that area. And we had a lot of trimming. Still trimming a bunch of stuff still to make everything fit perfectly, but it's coming together really nicely. It's practically complete for now. I just want to get something to get like a black rubber trim right here, so it just sucks in. So like you want to see how those harsh edges, it looks pretty nice. That's my next thing to do. I'm gonna think of idea what to use. This is how it looks so far. And lights are on too, so I don't know if you see it. It's like right there. So that's the trunk. Alright, so this is how the trunk looks with everything complete. Ignore my neighbors, they're cutting grass. It's pretty smooth. There are some imperfections, but if I point it out, it'd be a lot more noticeable. So this is how it looks. Add that final touch right there. Alright. Now let me show you guys what the lights on. This is the LEDs at 90% brightness. I'm a little worried to put it at 100% because I want it to break. That's how it looks. Overall, it was a pretty impressive project. It definitely makes the truck a lot better, hopefully. So I can't wait to display this on shows. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Always leave a like, subscribe, any positive vibes down in the comments below. I'll be more appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, y'all. Thick, she thick.